Hello, friends. I wanted to hop on here and give a quick testimony of what's been going on in my life, and then I guess just not a weigh in, but I guess an update, if you will, regarding my weight loss journey. Last time I came on here and posted, I shared how I was having like hormonal struggles, and what I'm experiencing now while on medication is super similar, except more extreme. So I'm going to take you back to, let's say, April this year. Late April this year, all of a sudden, um, I woke up one morning. I was starting to have like some leg pain in my feet, um, but I'm not sure if it's related or not. So one day, taking the kids to their softball games, I realized when I woke up in the morning, it felt like it was like rubber bands around my calves and my legs were super swollen. I'm not sure what the issue was, so I went to urgent care. And at urgent care, the lovely doctor said, "Ooh, looks like you're carrying a lot of sodium. Looks like you're binge eating, girly," and stuff like that. To which I replied, I've been this way for a while." And that was a little frustrating to immediately be dismissed, right? Um, but he gave me a diuretic to get the fluid off. And I wasn't certain about taking it, to be honest. So I wanted another opinion since he came across kind of dismissive. I didn't take it personal. Went to the doctor. The doctor the doctor wanted to do some labs, which we were doing, but he let me know, hey, if you're feeling shortness of breath or any other issues, please go to the emergency room. So I ended up having experiencing just really like dizzy spells and shortness of breath. So I went to the ER. And when I went to the ER, they let me know, hey, you have a lot of protein in your urine. So your body creates protein. And what that protein does is it helps to flush out fluids from your body. And it kind of cycles through. But what my body was doing was dumping all of that protein out through my urine. So it caused swelling. And so I ended up being hospitalized for 4 days. I had 18 pounds of fluid on my body, just fluid. And so once we got all that figured out, I did a kidney biopsy. I was diagnosed with minimal change disease. You can look it up. It is it's like basically when the filter is broken, so to speak. The filter on my kidney just stopped. It wasn't due to anything that I've done myself. If you know me, I'm a wellness girly. I've always taken care of myself. So this has definitely been a trial by fire for me. It's all new. So dealing with that, and then put on prednisone, which is a steroid that is like it's synthetic. Uh, it acts as a synthetic cortisol. So I have all this cortisol, a very high dose of it shot up through my body, which causes different side effects. If you know me right now, honestly, I look very swollen, very inflamed, and I probably am transparently because since I've been on this medication, I've gone from 252 pounds to currently 257. And I started the medication in, when was it? In April. But although the pounds aren't drastic, the look is. I get it. I got to live through it. I got to live in this body and I'm still showing up. So, praise God for that. But it also increases appetite and does a whole lot of other slew of side effects if you want to go have fun and look at that. Um right now with combating um the issue of weight, it's been a struggle because it's not necessarily just what I'm putting in my body, but how my body's responding to it. Case in point, my husband and I got to go on a marriage retreat this weekend. It was beautiful, it was lovely. And while we were there, I walked, when we were at the hotel, when we were at the hotel, we were on the second floor and we had a lot of sessions like in the basement. And so I would walk up the stairs from the basement to the second floor continuously. I didn't really use the elevator. Got to do a nice Pilates workout while we were there, like in the room. Um, yeah, and I really enjoyed, the short walks that I got to go on, moving my body. I was still counting carbs, and yet I came home 3 pounds heavier. And I was talking to my husband about it because it's frustrating. I did not eat crazy. Like I said, I was still counting carbs, and I didn't, even I had some banana, like for my dessert. He had some ice cream. I had some like of those little bananas dipped in chocolate. I only had one serving, which is like four of them. So, anyways, I won't drone on about that. But I think when it comes down to how we look at it, sometimes like you're like, oh, just eat less and move more. That doesn't work with this medication. It's not that simple. It's not just what I'm putting in my body, but rather how my body is responding to what I'm putting in my body. So, right now, let me know if you want to know what I'm eating on this journey, because I am going to continue to taper down on the carbs. What I found that has worked for me in the past few days before we had went on our trip is I honestly started cutting my carbs drastically to about 80 a day. I would watch it. I would try to be between, like, let's say 80 and 100. I wouldn't do too much, but that seemed like a good number for me because I lost 2 pounds before we went on our trip, but then unfortunately gained three more. And what's interesting too is with the scale, it actually shows that my body fat percentage is going up with these pounds. So it's really hard. It's a really hard battle, y'all. It's an uphill battle, especially being on this medication. But I know that with God, I'm able to figure this out, and I'll be able to get through it. And I'm going to keep showing up for myself. And I want you to be encouraged to keep showing up for yourself. I know there are so many options out there nowadays for the GLP-1, weight loss surgery, all those different things, and I am not anti, any intervention. I'm so thankful for interventions, especially medication, right? With everything that I've gone through, but I really want to continue to try to do this naturally. I believe that God created my body to be able to heal. And so even as I'm walking through this with the medication, I'm noticing that for me, it's like cut the carbs, eat less, and do less. I noticed the days when I noticed the scale going down, I actually was doing less physically. I typically take, even when we were out of town, my husband and I take 10,000 steps a day. I'm very active. Went on a bike ride even when I got home yesterday. Went on a 40-minute bike ride. I just got back into biking. I feel like I'm still learning how to actually ride, which is funny, but anywho, I say all that to say that I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep trying, and I will continue to like hop on here, update you guys through videos, and yeah, let me know if you are interested to see what I am eating and what is working out for me as I'm figuring it out. God bless.